Let me ask you something real quick. How do you expect to heal in the same environment that's hurting you? Like, how? Because a lot of us are out here trying to grow. We're trying to do better, think better, feel better, but we're still surrounded by the same people, having the same conversations, with the same expectations, and having the same energy. And that matters more than we think. Hi, my name is Simone, and this is the Black Wellness Exchange podcast. And today we're going to talk about how you can't heal in the same environment that hurt you. And I've had to sit with this because it's easy to convince yourself that you're healing. You're doing the work, you're being more aware, you're trying not to respond the same way, trying not to react in the same way. But then you get around certain people in certain environments, and it's like nothing changed. That can be frustrating because then you're questioning yourself, like, am I even healing? And the truth is, you might not be. And this is what I've learned. Your environment plays a bigger role in your wellness than you think, than most people think. So I remember told you I was reading this book, right? So in the Black Wellness Barriers, barrier number 7, it says environmental racism and toxic exposures. The first sentence, environmental exposures significantly influence health with systemic racism, ensuring that African Americans bear a disproportionate burden of environmental hazards. These exposures ranging from polluted air and water due to proximity to industrial sites are not accidents. Y'all remember back in the day they might still be having that issue. But Flint, Michigan had the whole water issue. This is what she's talking about in this book. When I say she, talked to Dr. Tawana Houston. And matter of fact, the book talks about it. The Flint water crisis is one of the most egregious examples of environmental racism in recent history. So most of these things, based on this book, and based on just living experience, most of these things are not by accident. They're intentional. They're deliberate. Because it's built into the environments we live, right? We're exposed to all of the things. The power cords, like they said, the industrial plants, the toxic things that goes in the air from the different plants. We're exposed to these things, and these things are normalized because we deal with it every day. And when you're constantly in a stressful environment, your body does not get a break. And then in the book, The Body Keeps the Score by Dr. Van Vessel. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. However, in that book, he explains that your body just doesn't lose track of those experiences that you have. It holds on to them. So even if mentally you're like, I'm good, I'm working on myself, your body is still reacting to what it's experiencing. So if your environment is stressful, well, your body stays in that response. And there's a few ways this shows up. The first one, you keep getting triggered. You know, you're trying to move forward, but your environment keeps pulling you back. You could be having a great day. Everything is going swell. And then you get a phone call from a long lost from an unknown number, from whoever. And that one interaction, that one moment, that one comment, and cause your energy to shift. And it's not because you're failing. It's because your environment is reactive to what you're trying to heal. Second, your stress never resets. Like, it never takes a break. You don't get a real break. Even when you're resting, even when you're trying to relax, your mind is still racing. Thoughts going from here to here to here. Oh, I did this. I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I should have did this. You know what I'm saying? Your body is still tense because your environment hasn't changed. So your nervous system never fully is at ease. Third, you stay in survival mode. You're functioning, you're coping, you're managing yourself. Yeah, you're doing all of the things. But are you actually healing? Because healing requires more than just getting through the day via coping or managing or functioning. It requires safety. It requires space. It requires peace. And not all environments give you that. And this impacts everything, and we don't even realize it. Emotionally, you feel drained. Mentally, you feel overwhelmed. Physically, your body is tight, it's tense. Not because something is wrong with you, no, but because your environment hasn't changed. And I know change isn't easy, especially when it involves people or places that you're accustomed to being. But staying somewhere that's hurting you when you're trying to heal will keep you stuck longer than you realize. And at some point, your environment has to match your healing. If you like what you heard today, click subscribe below and check Black Wellness Exchange out on Linktree for a free wellness reality check. Until next time, this is Simone with Black Wellness Exchange. Be well.